Oh, welcome back. Plants serve as the base of our food chain, but can gardening decisions really impact the environment around us?
41 NBC's Drake Roselle spoke with the owner of a native plant nursery in Perry about why you should care about what you're putting in your yard in today's Discover Middle Georgia Outdoor edition.
Nestled in Perry, Flat-Creek-Natives-Nursery lies tucked away specializing in plants native to Georgia's coastal plain, the region that takes up more than half of the state. Owner and founder of the nursery, Greg Lewis, who also works as a director for the Georgia Native Plant Society, defines a native plant as one that was here before Europeans arrived, as they introduced plants to the area from all over the world that would come to be known as invasive plants. Lewis tells us about how the presence of native plants can affect more than just how your lawn looks.
If you like watching butterflies, it's important because butterflies and most pollinators are specialists. They will only lay their eggs on certain plants. So if you have a native plant like the monarch butterfly, will lay its eggs on the milkweed and nothing else.
While at the nursery, we got to see the only plant that the spice bush swallowtail will lay their eggs on, the spice bush. While searching the plant to see if any caterpillars were still hanging around, we were able to find this little guy. These specialized bugs choosing to lay on these plants don't just affect how often you get to see them, but they also impact the food supply of birds, some of which need to eat thousands of caterpillars in order to raise their young. And if butterfly and bird watching isn't your thing, then you can consider planting native plants as a way to handle local pest control. Lewis says he sees hardly any mosquitoes around his nursery, as his plants attract animals that take care of the mosquitoes for him. Here in Middle Georgia, Lewis says the single most important plant in the region is the oak tree.
The oak tree is host to over 500 pollinators. A ginkgo tree is host to something asymptotically approaching zero. Crepe myrtles, zero. So you're not doing anything for the environment.
Native plants have a deep history connecting them to our local culture, including species like the yaupon-holly, which Lewis says the leaves were brewed to make tea used in ceremonies, and is the only caffeinated plant native to North America. Growing in knowledge in Houston County. Drake Roselle, 41 NBC News.
And if you're interested in learning more about native plants and starting your own garden, check out Middle Georgia's Fringed Campion chapter of the Georgia Native Plant Society.
And their website is gnps.org. This is where they host meetings, plant rescues, workshops, and so much more.